Well, I finally sprung and did it. I got over the holiday break. Merry Christmas to me. I bought a multi-process welder, which should be way better than the simple flux one I had from. Where was that? Where was that from? It was from Harbor Freight, I believe. And then, sorry man, I got something on my hands here. And then I got a bottle, mid-size bottle, not a big one. I don't do a lot of auto body right now, so a mid-size bottle works. I haven't hooked it up yet, and I have not used it. What it's sitting on, and the reason for these 2x4s, is a Vevor welding cart. And I like the Vevor because it had these drawers on them, which allowed me to, you know, throw some things in here that I would need instead of just being an open cart. And it also freed up part of my toolbox. The problem is, of course, with this, because it sat lower, it would hit this part, and then when I brought it up a little bit, it would then hit this. So I put 2x4s underneath it, and to have clearance. So that's just temporary for right now. I'll probably saw these off and make it a more neatly, nicely looking little elevated point. Next thing, though, this is really the purpose of today, is I got a Radio Oddity QT40 as a base station, and I will show you what I did with the antenna in just a minute. But it's made in Ohio, and let's see, there it is. Send your signal to the world, and let's go see that signal and see what I did. Okay, what I did is, well, let me tell you what I intended on doing first. My intention was to stick it on that 10-foot pole right there. This pole is very cheap. It is basically a top rail for a chain link fence, and it's what is it? It's like 16 gauge stainless steel as a pipe. And what I had, we cut the cord to DirecTV a long time ago. Gosh, what, 5-6 years ago now? But the dish remained on the roof, and so I just attached my Antron 99 send your signal to the world to the post, or to the repurposed the DirecTV mount there. This just barely clears my roof line. If I would have had that other 10 feet, that would have been on top of that right there. That would have been great, but I just couldn't muscle it up enough. And it's probably a good thing anyway, because you can see the 100-foot coax I have goes over the roof and down. What I did do originally was I snaked it around onto the gutter, and I zip tied it to each place that holds the gutter, that screws into the gutter. But it was too long, a little bit too short. It's too much. You need way more than 100 feet. So I went over the roof, down the front, and then dropped it to the ground and snaked it into the garage where you see that. But this Antron 99 is pretty good, I have to tell you. It's just amazing. The tuning, see if I can point to it. The tuning is just right there. There's two little screws, clockwise, counterclockwise, with a locking nut. That tunes in your SWR. It's really, really cool. Now, why, you might ask, did I do such a thing? And the reason for that is because, well, hey, if cell towers go down, what's going to happen? I'll still have contact to the outside world, and I can get, at least I can hear people from Illinois, Texas. I even got Motormouth Mall, the beast in the West, Big Bad John, all the time now. He's in Northern California, or Central California, somewhere around in there. So the Antron 99 antenna was pretty slick. I have to say, I'm really impressed, and even better that it's made in Ohio. Now it's very expensive now than it used to be. It used to be less than $100, but because of, you know, Bidenomics, it is now 130, something like 120 if you're lucky to find it. Oh, one other thing I should note is that I added a ground wire to it, and the ground wire snakes all the way down over here and then into this right here, where I have it wired into this stainless steel pipe that some electricians bent and threw away, so I got that for free. It's amazing how much they throw away these days. So anyway, there you go. We now have a base station. If you're you know, nearby or whatnot, just give me a shout out. My name is The Garage. So there you go. Hang loose.